In the southern part of the Amazon lies the Brazilian state most affected by deforestation, Rondônia. It has an immense native reserve, the land of the Uruel Wauwau. The ancestral dance happening this day is to prepare for war. It enacts defeating an enemy, which today is anyone who enters their land to extract wood.
The loggers cut down this tree and dragged it over here with their tractors. It was left to be loaded on their trucks, but we stepped in and seized it.
We have to defend ourselves. It's our land. Should we just let them steal everything we have? No, we can't. And that's why we're preoccupied.
These natives are threatened not only by illegal timber extraction, but also by illegal land grabbers, known as grileiros, who sell small plots of the land using false documents. Since Jair Bolsonaro became Brazil's president, around 100 grileiros have invaded parts of the Uruê Wauwau Reserve. Recently, this plaque with the logo of Brazil's federal agency for indigenous rights, FUNAI, was shot through with bullets. People who defend indigenous and environmental rights are also sometimes targeted.
During a surveillance operation, we were attacked by illegal loggers. They opened fire on our car. We've received death threats several times. They would write things like, "We know where your son is."
After police failed to defend them, they questioned the new president of FUNAI, who is visiting that day. General Ribeiro de Freitas is of indigenous background himself, but he's been accused by an ethics commission of conflicts of interest with the mining industry.
It's not true that the president encouraged the invasion of indigenous lands. This is not true. But some media outlets have created and continue to maintain this situation to tarnish the president's image.
Here, 600 natives of 4 different ethnicities live on 2 million hectares. New President Jair Bolsonaro says it's too much land for so few people.
Take, for instance, the Yanomami Reserve. 9,000 natives live there. Here, we are in the state of Rio, and their reserve is twice the size of the state of Rio. Don't tell me there isn't something wrong with this.
Under his government, it is no longer FUNAI, but the Ministry of Agriculture that sets the boundaries of indigenous lands. Native Brazilians say it's a huge step back. But in the capital, Brasilia, the agriculture minister, who is the former president of the agribusiness lobby, says this is not a threat to indigenous people.
Brazil has laws, and the defense of natives and the demarcation of their land is enshrined in our constitution. We cannot call him a big destroyer of the environment.
Still, thousands of kilometers from the seat of government, the powerful timber lobby has pinned all its hopes on the new president. This region is long known as the Brazilian Wild West, Santo Antônio de Matupi, a main center of wood extraction in the Amazon. Here, many voted for Bolsonaro. He promised to end what he calls the, quote, uncontrolled party of environmental fines, coming from IBAMA, Brazil's environmental defense agency. They're levied when protected trees are cut down.
Can a company with 100,000 euros in capital pay a 2 million euros fine? Of course not. So the president's right. It's been a big party of environmental fines.
When they're hit with sanctions, loggers call lawyer Denis Monteiro to defend them.
President Bolsonaro already said he won't withdraw Brazil from the Paris Agreement, so the fears of the international community are unfounded. I believe that those who are so worried about the Amazon should first be concerned about what is going on at home.
In the vast Amazonian territory, it's difficult to enforce the law, and sometimes even dangerous.
Garimpeiros queimaram carros e prédios do IBAMA e do Instituto Chico Mendes. Segundo as investigações, os ataques foram em resposta a uma operação contra o garimpo ilegal na região.
This branch of IBAMA's environmental police in the town of Humaitá was attacked in 2017. Auro Neubauer ran the office. Today, he has to work in Porto Velho, 200 kilometers away.
In this region, there are really many shortcomings in terms of environmental education and even in terms of general education. But when it comes to the environment, people do illegal things as if it was absolutely normal.
The environmental police fear that the new president's pro-agriculture rhetoric will give a blank check to those who continue to exploit the world's largest biodiversity reserve.